the Guernsey ring, Judge Stubb has made his decision in the fall heifer calf class. This class sponsored by Gill Farm and Snyder Homestead Farm. In third place, number 3059, Snyder's Super Lux Andy, shown by Bella Sue Gable, Snyder Homestead Farms, New Enterprise, Pennsylvania. In second place, entry 3072, Walnut Ridge Metro Sophia, shown by Amber Mars Myers. Amber Myers, Walnut Ridge Farm, Middletown, Maryland. And in first place, entry 3075, Heart's Desire Jackpot Sweet, shown by Marshall Overhaul, Spring Hill Farm, Big Prairie, Ohio. Judge Chuck.
Well, got a beautiful class of fall calves out here. Saying that, we got a handy winner here in first place. She wins the class pretty easy to me. She got that hard top. She walks up there, walks uphill. Just a really nice made heifer. Walks on her good feet and legs. Got a good spring of rib to her. Just my kind of heifer. The heifer in second kind of follows the same pattern. You might say the heifer in second does. She might break a little bit behind her shoulders a little bit, but she still has enough dairiness and openness of rib and just a lot of style and a lot of balance to her to get her in second. It is that hard top a little bit. Takes her over the heifer in third. Heifer in third at times looks really, really good, and other times she likes to get a little soft on top a little bit. But you get up on this heifer, she's got good dairy shoulders, she's got good dairy legs, got beautiful rib to her, got a nice spring to her. That's what takes her heifer over the heifer in fourth here. Heifer in fourth I had pulled a little bit earlier, but she gets up in the lineup. Just like to clean her up a little bit. She's just a little bit carrying too much cover today. I'd like to stretch that neck out a little bit to her, for her today too. But she does fit in there pretty handily though. There in fourth, it goes over this nice made heifer in fifth here with a real nice made heifer. I'd like to stretch that neck out a little bit to get a little higher today. A beautiful heifer in sixth. I told the young man there I'd like to see more spring of rib to her. Like to see a little bit more ever when you get behind her. A really nice made heifer here. Maybe the biggest heifer of the class right here coming out next. I told him that I like to just clean her up a little bit, maybe you see a little bit more derriere, especially in the head and neck and shoulder area. A really nice class of fall calves.
The senior best three, it takes years of culmination of hard work and breeding to get into this class, and I think it's an honor to be towards the top end of this class in any show. And when you have prize-winning cows and champion cows that be up at the top, makes my job a little easier. But just three individuals look a lot alike, a lot of great long dairy clean cows, great buttered cows as well. Just look a lot like all three individuals, maybe more so the group we have in the second. But again, the second group, three awfully good individuals as well, and with our pair of junior two-year-olds that we talked about in class. The group in third over fourth, I think is where it gets a little closer. A little more width of udder, a little more correct in the leg structure of our third group over our fourth group, and fourth over fifth, just more maturity when you have milking cows here. We can see some really nice udders to work with. So congratulations to all these senior best threes.
Following along in the show ring catalog, best three females, entry number 1109, Palmyra Farm, placed second. Entry number 1184, Richard Engelbrecht, placed fourth. Entry number 1188, Michael Valentine, Vales Pride Farm, placed third. Entry number 1190, David Patrick, Mapledale Farm, placed fifth. Entry number 1191, Douglas Evans, Sunny Acres Farm, placed first. And entry number 1219, Angela Swedson, Truedale Farm, placed sixth. In the ring now is Produce of Dam.
Entering the Guernsey ring is the Summer Yearling Heifers. This is a sponsored class by Maryland Cooperative Guernsey Breeders Association and Powell's Feed Service. For those of you marking your catalogs, the last class, the Fall Heifers, entry 3051 was 19, 3053, 8, 3054, 20th, 3055, 6th, 3056, 7th, 3057, scratched, 3058, 21st, 3059, 3rd, 3060, 5th, 3062, 10th, 3063 was a scratch, 3064, 17th, 3065, 12th, 3068, 14th, 3069, 18th, 3070 was 4th, 3072 was 2nd, 3074 was 13th, 3075 was 1st in best bred and owned, 3076 was 15th, 3077 was 11th, 3078 was a scratch, 3079 was 16th, 3342 was 9th.
Produce of Dam class 2 individual out here, full flow milk, 2 great cows, 2 great udder cows, long frame cows as well, and obviously a lot of things you like about them. Over the group we have in second, really good heifer and a nice cow to match, and I think their advantage over the group in third, where it gets closer in placing, is in the cow power. Just a little more cow, a little more depth about the cow in the cow group we have here in third. Third group, another group that fits together nicely. You like the length and stretch and the dairiness this group has. Just a little more youthful type of mammer system on our third group over a fourth, and fourth over fifth. When you have a mammer to work with, it's always much easier. We like the group there, the last hole as far as their strength and capacity, but we'll wait and let them calve out and see what we got then.
In the Produce of Dam class, in first place, Sunny Acres. In second place, Palmyra Farm. In third place, Designer Jeans. Fourth, Mapledale. And fifth, Mapledale.
our dam and daughter class in the Ayrshire ring, I think a handy winner out here with this reserve cow and an awfully good daughter goes right along with that. Over our group we have in second with our champion cow and her daughter, but two great representations of those top two groups. Over the group in third and fourth, I think that's where it gets a little closer. I just prefer, again, the youthful memory of our cow we have over our group we have there in fourth and fourth over fifth. Again, it's quality of butter and shape of butter and grease is concerned, but two exceptional nice groups at the very top.
In the dam and daughter class, in first place was Sunny Acres. In second place was Sunny Acres, entry number 1201. In third place, entry number 1203, Mowry Homestead Farm. And in fourth place, entry 1220, Truedale Farm.
believe this is the last lead-out class. I definitely want to start with a thank you to all the exhibitors for the privilege and honor to judge a show here today. It's been a great opportunity for me personally to come back to Harrisburg and see great quality Ayrshires. The Ayrshires, obviously, in this part of the country are well known, and for obvious reasons when you see the quality we've had today. So thank you for that privilege. When we're looking at exhibitors heard, we've got some really good groups out here. Again, a lot of hard work and efforts it takes to bring cattle to show and bring this quality of cattle. It takes a lot of work at home to breed and feed and care for these quite big cattle. We'll start with the group here at the top with our champion cow reserve and a junior champion heifer. A lot of banners going home in the trailer with this group here, and an awfully good group, and they fit together nicely. The group we have here in second, beautiful legged, beautiful frame heifers go with these cows as well. Maybe not as much maturity yet, so that means just look out for next year because this group's going to be a load and a handful. Over group in third, over group in fourth. I think it's the close placing for me in the class today. I prefer the third group. A little more cow power in there with our intermediate champion, a little more substance and depth on our heifer, maybe over the group we have in fourth. And fourth over fifth, just a little more correct in the mammary system overall. But again, it's been a great privilege for me. I appreciate all the courtesy given to me in the ring, and hope you have a safe trip home. Thank you.
The placing in the exhibitors herd class. In first place, we have Sunny Acres Farm, Douglas Evans from Georgetown, New York. In second place, Palmyra Farm from Hagerstown, Maryland. And in third place, David Patrick, Maidville Farm, Woodbine, Maryland. Fourth place, Michael Valentine from Bales Fry Farm, Emmitsburg, Maryland. Fifth place, Angela Swedson, Truedale Farm, Mount Joy, Pennsylvania. If we go back a few pages, class number 139, best senior female bred and owned by exhibitor, goes to entry number 1157, and that is from Sunny Acres Farm. Class number 140, the Lanco Penland Milk Quality Award, goes to entry number 1150, Bales Fry Rawhead, Boston, exhibited by David Patrick from Mapledale Farm, Woodbine, Maryland. Class number 141, total performance winner, goes to cow number 1172, Sunny Acres Rattlers, Casey, exhibitor Douglas Evans, farm name Sunny Acres from Georgetown, New York.
Judge Chubb has reached a decision in the summer yearling heifers, a class that was sponsored by Maryland Cooperative Guernsey Breeders Association and Powell Speed Service. In third place, 3113, Eternal Flame Mocha, exhibited by Nathan Piper, Eternal Flame Farm, Walton, New York. In second place, entry 3086, Four Winds RH Silver Dove, exhibited by Tom McCarty, Rocky Hill Farm, Hughesville, Pennsylvania. And in first place, entry 3097, Snyder's Atlantic Waves, exhibited by Aaron Gables, Snyder Homestead Farm, New Enterprise, Pennsylvania.
Let's start off with this class. I mean, we got quality from one end down to the other end in this class. Maybe this is not the one that this is that I want to win. I think we get breaking down, we get to the top. We got really good quality heifers up here in the front end. Starting the class off with a heifer that you just get behind her, you just love their strength, their balance all the way throughout, her opens of rib and her length of body, and you just really like this heifer. Especially when you get her in the lineup, you think she might settle a little bit in the lineup, but she held herself together really nice in the lineup, and that's a well deserved in the first place for him there. She goes over the heifer in second, maybe just she's got a little bit more body, a little more stretch from one end back to the other end, a little bit wider in the run. The heifer in second, you love the angularity, the balance of this heifer, and the body of this heifer. That's what goes over the heifer in third. The heifer in third, you love the youthfulness of this heifer. This heifer might grow up someday to be a really good cow, but you like to see more depth of body and opens the rib. Just kind of open her up all the way from one end to the other. Then we come out with another heifer right here in fourth, a real stylish heifer. Maybe like to see a little bit more of her, a little taller maybe just a little bit more of her. We've got beautiful rib structure and nice feet and legs. Here comes another heifer, just a real nice late heifer, good quality heifer. Just like to see her maybe a little bit more, a little taller maybe today to get her up a little bit higher in the class. We had really a nice quality class of the summer yearlings all the way down to the end.
Entering the ring are the spring yearling heifers. This class is sponsored by Milborn Farms and Woodburn Farms. For those marking their catalog, the last class is summer yearling heifers. Entry 3080 was a scratch. 3081 was 11th. 3083 was 23rd. 3086 was 2nd. 3089 was 6th. 3091 was 21st. 3092 was 12th. 3094 was 14th. 3096 was 7th. 3097 was 1st and best bread known. 3098 was 13th. 3099 was 22nd. 3100 was 5th. 3101 was 17th. 3102 was 15th. 3104 was 24th. 3105 was 16th. 3107 was 19th. 3108 was 20th. 3109 was 4th. 3110 was 10th. 3111 was 9th. 3112 was 8th. 3113 was 3rd. 3153 was 25th. 3212 was 18th. Again, entering the ring are the spring yearling heifers, sponsored by Milburn Farms and Woodburn Farm.
How you doing? Good, good. So you're part of history. The summer classes are getting bigger instead of smaller. Assisted? We're part of history today. First time ever 4 simultaneously webcast covered shows ever in the dairy industry. Pretty cool. Guernsey red and white Jersey and Holstein all going at the same time for however many hours once they started going. Never stopped. We bid it for all 14 shows, but they didn't get sponsors. All 3 of us had one of the shows. That would have been fun. We would have needed 21 people in one day. And then today we have 16.
I have a couple.
long as the merry-go-round's going, there's not a lot you can do. I mean, this is the part when we go to the next level when it's going to be hosting world news. If they have the cable net channel throughout, they don't need a well-known channel. They can have somebody step in and say, hey, we want to hear the Guernsey Show and fill the 5 minutes with this. So we'll have an announcer with every camera going in just like a real news thing to fill this time. We bring in a sponsor and all that kind of stuff. That's the next step. We get baby steps. That's where you gotta go. That's the next step. This is the place almost anybody's ever imagined.
I didn't even know when I just got the
That's new. I can't get till May because my contract, but that's where the next will be up in September. So I just gotta wait. Like, I was pissed. Like, what's one of those things? Well, nothing else is going to change.
Everybody else is getting all the reds are good. They got such a big advantage.
Well, they did it. Two songs.
Well, our song is Johnson, so this is their biggest show.
Well, they're the premier or promoted breed or something. I forget what they call that now. Every year they have a promoted breed or something. I think they're in this year still.
Are you from Illinois? You were one? Yeah, I seen your picture on Game Show.
Yeah, the new release. Yeah. You know, right? He's on the board. Advanced.
So whereabouts you? That's bad. You're St. Louis fan.
We may actually have
So where do you go to school?
Going back.
Yeah. Oh.
I actually work full time at home, and I started in like January here and after my right. I do some like podiatry files, and then
How many milk at home?
right on. But we don't have a whole lot of help. We have a guy that milks, and then my dad, when I'm gone, he needs his milk quite a bit.
Where'd you go to school at?
Okay.
You're in a bad area, though.
It's rough here. I was raised on small.
But
Probably looking back if I wanted to do dairy someday. Yeah.
yeah.
It was close to home. 2 hours away, so it wasn't bad.
Bring everybody food.
I brought me food.
So thoughtful.
Nothing else, guys.
I'll trade you back and
I was my own wings. I had it for a while ago anyway.
okay, that's fine because I need to save that corn.
Yeah, we're gonna swap this out. That way everything's yours other than... No, that's only a twist. Okay, all you do when the red whites are coming in,
Start broadcast.
start recording with both.
Doesn't matter which order.
Yeah, broadcast first, and that has to be finished going before you get and then you'll hit record on the camera as well. Button back here, and it'll say record.
Wasn't that environmental or somewhere? Really got popcorn. Chicken. I bet.
vein goes and I try to start broadcasting again, start recording. If that doesn't work, yell for me, call me, text me, smoke signal me.
We'd like to welcome the Red and White exhibitors and spectators to the All-American Red and White Show.
Don't throw them out there.
We're starting with the Spring Heifer Calf class. That class is a sponsored class, sponsored by Mason-Dixon Red and White Dairy Cattle Association. We want to introduce our judge for today, Mr. Chad Ryan from Ryan V. Holsteins in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Ryan and his wife Amy have 2 sons. Ryan's doing quite a bit of judging in the red and white circles. He judged the Midwest National Show just this past year. And we welcome Ryan to the All-American Show here in Harrisburg. We look forward to a good show today. So get comfortable and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Judge Chubb has reached a decision in the spring year class sponsored by Milborn Farms and Woodburn Farms. Third place, entry 15, exhibited by Tom McCarty, Rocky Hill Farm, Hughesville, Pennsylvania. In second place, 3135, two-way, our way, YB Tootsie. Amber Dietz is the exhibitor from Arway, Guernsey, Southampton, Ohio. And in first place, entry 3114, Snyder Springville, Brooklyn, exhibited by Chase Cessna, Snyder Homestead Farm, New Enterprise, Pennsylvania.
Well, we got a well of a spring yearling class out here. Saying that, we got a really nice pair of heifers up here at the top of the class. Kind of a close pacing up here, but I'm going to go with a heifer this today, a little bit more in her wedding clothes. She's just a little bit more derrier, all the way from one end down to the other end. Just a touch more, especially down, if you look at them from the behind, she's just a little bit more derrier. And she tracks out just a little bit better on her rear legs than my heifer here in second. Heifer in second, I love her from one end to the other. She got that uphill run. She has got a nice sweeper rib to her. Both heifers are really nice. Pretty easy at the top of the class. Then we come here in a third place heifer here. A heifer, a real nice balanced heifer. You love the strength of her. You love the balance. You love the openness of rib. And she walks out a little bit better on my feet and legs than my heifer here in fourth. The heifer, I moved down a little bit. You get behind this heifer, you like to change her rear legs a little bit. But you love the dairiness. You love the openness of ribs and spring of rib to her. And that's what takes her to the next heifer here in fifth. You like to see a little bit more spring of rib on this heifer. Maybe carrying a little bit too much cover today. Real nice, fancy white heifer here in the sixth right there. You get in front of her, you like to widen her out into the chest a little bit and fix them front legs a little bit. But a real nice side view heifer. Nice quality spring yearling class here. Thank you.
from us. Like me, they was fixing this. As long as
January.
Entering the Guernsey ring is the Winter Yearling Heifer class, sponsored by Littlefield Farms and Trot Acre Farm. For those of you marking your catalogs, previous class, Spring Yearling Heifers, entry 3066 was a scratch, 3114 was first, was best owner of bred, 3115 is third, 3116 is 12th, 3117 is 6th, 3118 is 18th, 3119 is 17th, 3120 scratched, 3125 is 8th, 3127 is 5th, 3128 was 16th, 3129 was 19th, 3130 was 10th, 3131 was 7th, 3132 was scratched, 3133 was 13th, 3134 14th, 3135 was 2nd, 3137 was 4th, 3138 was 15th, 3139 was 9th, and 3282 was 11th.
December.
On December 1st and December 2nd.
In the red and white ring, junior heifer calf class, third place entry 8017, Orchard Hill Colt Rory P, exhibited by Celia Morris of Orchard Hill Farm in Troy, Pennsylvania. Second place entry 8006, Savage Lee Hattie, exhibited by Kelly Welsh of Savage Lee in Knoxville, Maryland. And winning the class in entry 8003, A&M Bushman Sunburn, exhibited by Chris and Jen Hill, Tim Merriweather, and Frank Conley from Vermont, Maryland. Judge Ryan.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Certainly an honor and a privilege to be here to judge your All-American Red and White Show, and just a tremendous group of calves to start off our heifer show, and for me, quite a calf to win the class. A calf that's got so much style and airiness and clean cutness all the way through, and a calf with so much frame. And it's her overall size and scale that takes her all the real pretty, clean cut, sharp calf coming along in second. Our first calf just a little bit more motor out through the front and a little bit more width all the way through, but what a real pretty, silky, clean cut calf coming along in second. It's her overall natural airiness that takes her over the big framing heifer coming along here in third. The second heifer here just so much more cleaner through that head and neck. She's more chiseled all the way down through, but quite a frame on the calf coming along in third. Our third place calf goes over the fourth place calf. She's just a little bit harder down her loin, a little bit more style all the way through, but certainly another big frame, white-butted calf coming along in fourth. And our fourth over fifth, just a little bit more calf today. More length and stretch from end to end, more width and power all the way through. But once again, just a beautiful class of calves all the way down. Congratulations, all those hitters.
In the red and white ring, we have our winter heifer calf class. That class is sponsored by ADM Crop Risk Services. For those of you marking your catalog, in the spring heifer calf class, entry 8002 was 6th. 8003, A&M Bushman Sunburn, exhibited by Chris and Jen Hill, Tim Merworth, and Frank Conley, was first. Entry 8006, Savage Lee Hattie, exhibited by Kelly Walsh, Savage Lee in Knoxville, Maryland, was second, first bred known. 8007 was scratched. 8009 was scratched. Entry 8011 was fifth. 8012 was 8th, 8013 scratched, 8014 was 4th, 8015 was 9th, 8017 was 3rd, 8018 was 7th, and 8170 was 10th. Again, that class was sponsored by the Mason-Dixon Red and White Dairy Association. Winter heifer calves in the ring at this time.
In the Guernsey Winter Yearling Heifer class, Judge Chubb has issued a decision. This class sponsored by Littlefield Farms and Trotacre Farms. In third place, entry 3155, Solid Gold MP Lorry, exhibited by Craigmore Farm, North Bangor, New York. In second place, entry 3144, Snyder's Rebel Odyssey, exhibited by Bernita Gable, Snyder Homestead Farm, New Enterprise, Pennsylvania. And in first place, entry 3156, Milborn Hill Point S Hologram PT, exhibited by P. Maury Miller, Milborn Farm, Granby, Connecticut. Judge Shuck.
got a little bit smaller class here, the winter yearling class here. But saying that, we got a nice heifer. We're going to start our class off kind of easy today. She's so tall and she's long. She's got a beautiful side view from her. You might like to say you'd like to see a little stronger on that top line. But she wins the class pretty handily here for me. She goes over a heifer in second here. You really like this side view of this heifer. She's got this uphill run. She's a little bit more derrier than the heifer in third. That's what gave the advantage over the heifer in third. The heifer in third is due in December. Maybe carrying a little bit too much flesh today, but really nice made heifer here in third. You like the side view and the openness of rib and the length of body, and the feet and legs on this heifer goes over the heifer in fourth. The heifer in fourth, you really like the dairyness of this heifer, but you like to see a little stronger on the top line. Walks out on a nice feet and legs though, and that's what takes her over the heifer in fifth here. Just heifer in fifth and maybe just carrying a little bit too much cover today. A little bit too much cover to get her a little higher today. But it's open as a rib and the balance and the strength that goes over the heifer on down the road here. A nice class of winter yearlings.
October 20th, I believe.
Entering the Guernsey ring is the fall yearling heifers, not in milk. Class sponsored by Highfield Farm and Village View Dairy, Guernsey's. For those of you marking your catalog, the winter yearling heifers. Number 3141 was 5th, 3142 was 7th, 3143 was 9th, 3144 was 2nd, 3145 was a scratch, 3151 was 6th, 3154 was 10th, 3155 was 3rd, 3156 was 1st and best owner bred animal, 3226 was 8th, and there was an added entry, 4th place was entry 3043, exhibited by Walnut Ridge Farm.
heifer calf due in April.
I haven't seen Judy yet this morning. She around here somewhere. And I haven't heard her either. This is my phone stuck out with you.
In the winter heifer calf class in the red and white ring, third place, entry 8028, Tiger Lily Charge Ripple, exhibited by John Marshman of Marshman Farms, Oxford, New York. Second place, entry 8031, Greenlee Ad Apho, exhibited by Lloyd and Denise Pease of Sweet Peas Holsteins in Susquehanna, Pennsylvania. Winning the class is entry 8026, Roland View Jet Artessa, exhibited by Allison Galton of Roland View Farms, Nunda, New York. Judge?
Well, certainly another beautiful class of heifers all the way down, and quite a pair of calves for me that are on top here. And I think it's fairly close placing. But for me, this white calf, when you get them side by side, she's just a little bit more calf. She's a little bit more length from end to end. She's a little bit taller heifer from end to end. And I just prefer today the way she steps down on a bit of a stronger pasture. She tracks a little bit nicer from view from behind. But this red heifer keeps it a fairly close place, and she's a little bit cleaner, a little bit more natural dairy all the way through, a little bit more wider through the pins. But certainly a beautiful pair of calves to start off your class. Our second place heifer goes over a third place heifer. For me, just on how she flexes her hock today, I prefer how she travels on her rear feet and legs. The second heifer just a little bit more cleaner all the way through. Third place calf, another extreme dairy angular calf, and she used that advantage over the big framey calf coming along in fourth. Third one just a little bit more cleaner all the way through. I prefer the slows from hooks to pins. She's a little bit neater in the tail setting than the real stylish calf in fourth. Fourth over fifth, just a little bit more spring and openness to both the fore and rear rib. A little more stretch all the way through, but once again, extreme group of dairy, clean cut, sharp calves all the way down. Congratulations.
As the fall heifer calves enter the ring in the red and white show, final placings for the winter heifer calf class was entry 8019 was scratched, 8020 was fifth, 8021 was sixth, 8023 fourth, 8024 was eighth, 8025 ninth, 8026 Roland View Jet Artessa, exhibited by Roland View Farms, London, New York, was first place and also first bred in 80-27 was scratched, 80-28 third, 80-29 seventh, 80-31 was second. Again, that winter heifer calf class was sponsored by ADM Croft Grips Services. All heifer calves in the ring in the red and white class. Class is a sponsored class and sponsored by Ride Makers, the Rider family of Carrollton, Ohio.
In the Guernsey ring, fall yearling heifers not in milk. This is a sponsored class by Highfield Farm and Village View Guernseys. In third place, entry 3164, Ripley Farms Ross Evangeline, exhibited by Esther Ripley, Ripley Farms, Moravia, New York. Second place, 3165, Adams Creek Money Olympia, exhibited by Friendship Farms, Millbrook, New York. And in first place, entry 3162, Snyder's Barney Avalon, exhibited by Allie Snyder, Snyder Homestead Farm, New Enterprise, Pennsylvania. Judge?
Well, not a very big fall yearling class, but we got two good quality heifers up here at the top of the class here. I'm going to start off with a heifer that's a little bit longer, maybe just a little bit more body and length of body there, a little cleaner to the thigh in the back end there. That lady's lost there. Here she comes. Anyway, she's just a little bit cleaner than the heifer in second. The heifer in second, I love the hard top there. I like the springer rib of this heifer in second. I love the way she walks out uphill. Maybe like a change of just I give my first place heifer a little bit of advantage on the rear legs, the way she tracks out, the way she stands in the lineup. She just stands a little bit better on the rear legs than my second place heifer. But not taking anything away from my second place heifer. I probably wouldn't argue either way one of you here. Very close places. But my second place heifer goes over my third place heifer with the overall style and areas. Got that hard top and walks that uphill. Just a little bit better at the head and neck than my third place heifer. My third place heifer, beautiful side view heifer. I'd like to maybe just give a little bit more springer rib, a little bit more depth of body. Really nice, solid, hard top heifer. It goes over the heifer fourth. The heifer fourth, I'd like to change a little bit in the loin. Maybe get that loin a little stronger today, but really nice and hairy front end of the heifer. Walks out on a very nice set of feet and legs, and that's where the dairiness and the feet and legs is what goes over the heifer on down the line. But a nice fall year.
In the Guernsey ring, the junior championship contest is next. The previous class, the fall yearling heifers not in milk. That was a sponsored class by Highfield Farm and Village View Guernseys. For those marking their catalogs, entry 3071 and 57 were both scratches. 3158 was 8th, 59 was 5th, 3160 was 9th, 3161 was 4th, 3162 was best owned and bred in first place. Snyder's Barney Avalon, shown by Ali Snyder, Snyder Homestead Farms, New Enterprise, Pennsylvania. 3163 was 6th, 3164 was 3rd, 3165 was 2nd, 3166 was 7th.
In the fall heifer calf class, they're in Guernsey Show. Third place, entry 8036, Miss Lot 8, exhibited by Bailey Lazaro of Williamsfield, Ohio. Second place, entry 8040, Pleasant Echoes Reality Diego, exhibited by Trinity Miller of Pleasant Echoes Farm, Westminster, Maryland. And winning the class is entry 8037, Wendy Noview Rizzo, exhibited by Matthew Boop, Millmont, Pennsylvania.
Really a nice group of senior calves here all the way down. But for me, this calf that wins the class, she's the most balanced calf, the most correct calf in the class. She's certainly maybe not the biggest, but boy, she's the prettiest. A calf that really puts it all together. She blends so nice from neck to shoulder, shoulder to barrel, out in the move. You really appreciate the hardness at top, the way she moves on the rear feet and legs. This is her advantage to flex it off. It takes her over the big frame heifer in a second. I just prefer out on the move today. She's a little bit harder across the top. I prefer the explosive hooks and pins, but no doubt a tremendous frame heifer coming along in second. A heifer that's got that beautiful uphill run, a lot of strength and power all the way through it. She used the advantage of size and scale to go over the real balanced heifer coming along in third. The second heifer, just more heifer all the way through. She's wider in the muzzle. She's wider down through the floor of her chest and wider all the way through the hooks and pins. Our third place heifer, another very, very stylish heifer. She just blends a little bit nicer in the front end, a little bit more horsepower up front end, in the front end than our extreme dairy into our clean cut heifer in fourth. And fourth over fifth, it's her overall advantage in dairy that she's much cleaner all the way through, but certainly a tremendous body heifer in fifth. And fifth heifer goes over both our sixth and seventh place heifers, just on how she travels on her rear feet and legs today, but extreme dairy heifers at sixth and seventh. Once again, really a nice group of senior calves. Congratulations.
If you're marking your catalog in the fall heifer calf class, fifth place, 8032. 8033 was ninth. 8034 was sixth. 8035 was fourth. 8036 was third. 8037, Wendy Noview Rizzo, exhibit of Matthew Boop with Millmont, was the class winner. 8038 was eighth. 8039 was scratched. 8040 was second, first bred known. Pleasant Echoes Reality Diego, exhibited by Trinity Miller, Westminster, Maryland. And 8041 was seventh. Again, that class was sponsored by Bride Makers from Ohio. We now have the spring yearling heifers in the red and white ring.
For you Guernsey exhibitors, just a point of information, we will be showing the dry cows, moving them to the end of the show, given the time of day.
Well, first of all, let's give our exhibitors out here for Junior Champion a big round of applause. This heifer show has really been good. I mean, it's been quality in all classes. All the classes had good quality all the way down through there. We really happy with our the first and second place heifers that came out. We got good quality young heifers. We got good older heifers. I mean, all of them got good dairy form, good ribs to them, and walk out on good feet and legs. If you're not out in the middle of the ring, don't take nothing away from me. You still got really nice animals. Saying that, I pulled out 4 heifers out here in the middle of the ring. I got my fall yearling. Not my fall yearling. I got my fall calf here at first. I love the strength, the dairiness of this heifer, that hard top she has. She got that uphill run, got that springer rib to her. If you're going to change anything about her, you might like to make her a little bit wider in the rear end, maybe make her a little wider all the way down through the leg through there. Then we got our May heifer here, a young heifer in her class. Just love the dairiness of this heifer. Love the openness of rib to her. She got width from her muzzle all the way back through her back end. Just a real wide heifer. Just a real quality heifer. At times she might say she gets a little easy on top, but not bad. I mean, it don't bother me one bit. And then I got my fall yearling here, my 2 fall yearlings that was real close in class. Both of them good quality. Kind of different kind of heifers though, my fall yearlings, but both of them really close place and love the openness of the rib and the dairiness and the feet and legs. The strength to them. Really kind of a close place in there still. But I'm going to go out. I'm going to shake the hand of my junior champion, my reserve, then my honorable mention. And then we want to give him a big round of applause.
Guernsey ring, your junior champion.
You want to talk about it?
No.
He is entry 3075. Heart's Desire Jackpot Suite, exhibited by Marshall Overholt, Spring Hill Farm. I apologize.
Wrong number. Spring.
Apologies. Entry 3114, Snyder Springle Brooklyn is our junior champion. I apologize. Exhibited by Chase Cessna, Snyder Homestead Farm, New Enterprise, Pennsylvania.
Is he done?
And as I started out, the reserve junior champion is 3075, Heart's Desire Jackpot Suite. Marshall Overholt is the exhibitor of Spring Hill Farm, Big Prairie, Ohio. Congratulations.
Well, it was a close place in here. You can go either way. I wouldn't argue with what you wanted to do here. I'm going to give my junior champion heifer just the advantage of the overall width, especially through the back end. Maybe a little bit more depth of rib, especially in the rear flank there. But a real close place in on these heifers. They both did a real good job.
In the red and white ring, South class, 3rd place, entry 8046, Pengate Piccolo Big Fight, exhibited by Corbin Wood of Pengate Farm, Littlestown, Pennsylvania. 2nd place, entry 8042, Harview Contender Beauty, exhibited by David Hardesty of Harview Farm in Berryville, Virginia. Winning the class is entry 8048, Gladrag, Mama Wana, exhibited by Chris and Jen Hill, Todd Witter, Chad Humble, Gladrag Farm, Claremont, Maryland. Judge?
once again, really a nice group of heifers all the way down. For me, quite a heifer to win the class. Once again, a heifer that really puts it all together. She's got that tremendous combination of dairiness and strength all the way through, and a heifer that moves on such an exceptional set of feeding life. It's her overall blending apart. She's a little bit fuller in the crops, and I just like the way she blends from neck to shoulder, shoulder to barrel. Over the youngest heifer here in class, a heifer that's born mid-July, another heifer just extreme dairiness, a heifer love, clean cutness, a heifer that moves exceptionally well. Just not quite the horsepower up front for me to win the class, but certainly a beautiful dairy, angular, clean cut heifer. And she used that advantage over the big strong heifer coming here in third. Her second heifer, so much more cleaner through the head and neck. She's more chiseled all the way down. You get behind her. She's a little bit more cleaner through the seam of her pants today, but what a big, strong, powerful heifer. The solid red heifer is in third. She used the advantage of size and scale to over the head, real clean cut heifer here in fifth, or fourth over fifth. It's her overall natural dairiness and sharpness all the way through, and I just prefer the way she tracks today a little bit nicer, and that's setting through the hock today than a big, strong heifer in fifth. Once again, really a nice group of heifers here in your summer yearling class. Congratulations.
If you're marking your class in the red and white show, the summer yearling heifer class, entry 8042 was second, 8043 was fourth, 8045 was scratched, 8046 was third, 8047 was fifth, and the class winner, 8048, Glad Rag Mama Wana, was also first place bred known. She was exhibited by Chris and Jen Hill, Todd Whittier, Chad Hummel, and Glad Rag Farm in Claremont, Maryland. That class was sponsored by Red Crest Red and Whites of Mercersburg, Pennsylvania, Jake Skinner. Now have the spring heifers, spring yearlings in the class. That class is sponsored by Hickory Beef Farms, Pennsylvania.
In the Guernsey ring, currently you're placing the junior best three females. In addition to entry 3114 being junior champion, she was also the best junior female bred and owned by exhibitor. That is in 3114 was Snyder's Pringle, Brooklyn, exhibited by Chase Cessna, Snyder Homestead Farm, New Hampshire, New Enterprise, Pennsylvania.
We got a great group of 3 out here to start the junior best 3 out here. With we got our champion heifer in there. They went pretty handily. They got 3 nice dairy heifers to go together. They got uniformity. Walk out on a great feet and legs. They go over my second group here. I can see a little bit more and more springer red, maybe a little bit more clean. A little bit more dariness to my second group to get them up a little higher today. But the overall style and length from one end to the other end, and a little bit more strength over my third group here. My third group is a nice view of heifers from the side. I just give them a little bit more springer rib and opening the rib for them to get a little higher today. Really nice groups all the way down through there to the end down there.
In the junior best 3 females in the Guernsey ring, this class sponsored by the Pennsylvania Guernsey Breeders Association. In first place was Bernita Gable, Snyder Homestead Farm, New Enterprise, Pennsylvania. In second place, Amber Dietz, Our Way Guernseys, Southington, Ohio. And in third place, Thomas Ripley, Ripley Farms, Moravia, New York. Entering the Guernsey ring are the junior 2-year-olds. This is a class sponsored by the Mercer Northwest Guernsey Breeders Association and Whispering Pines Farm. For those of you marking your books, the junior best 3 females, entry 3169 and 72 were scratches, 3173 was 6th, 3174 was 3rd, 3175 was 7th, 3176 2nd, 3177 8th, 3178 5th, 3179 4th, 3180 was a scratch, 3182 was 1st, 3183 was 9th, 3184 was also a scratch.
Fresh June 13th.
Fresh how long?
July.
July. How old is she?
She is like 16 days.
16, right? Fresh.
Yes.
How long?
Oh, day of all days. Fresh in June, right at 2 years old.
That's fresh. 5 days.
The results of the spring yearling heifer class in the red and white ring. Third place entered 8064. Cordell Piccolo Dilly, exhibit by Chris and Jen Hill, Lee Emerson, and Richard Green of Thurmont, Maryland. Second place entered 8049. Spun Gold MVU Seabreeze, exhibited by Dale and Deanna Bending. Spun Gold Farms in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. And winning the class is entered 8055. Miss Lucky and Love, exhibited by Richard Green, Greenlee, in Middletown, Delaware. Judge Ryan.
Really nice group of heifers here, but for me, this first heifer really puts it all together. An heifer that's got so much style and balance, straightness of lines, clean cutness all the way through. She's a little bit cleaner through the head and neck today. You get behind her, she's got so much more spring and openness to both the fore and rear rib. That takes her over the big, tall heifer coming along here in second. No doubt this heifer here in second is a little bit more taller. She's a little bit longer from end to end. Maybe a little bit cleaner when you get behind her, but just not quite the fullness in the midsection today as our winning heifer. Their second heifer here goes over the third heifer today. She's harder across the top. Prefer to slopes and hoops to pins. But after you talk about that on this third heifer, certainly a beautiful shoulder heifer, a tremendous legged heifer. It's her clean cutness and sharpness all the way through. That takes her over the big, strong red heifer here in fourth. Our Her third heifer you get behind her, I just prefer the way she tracks. That takes her over the big strong heifer in fourth. Fourth over fifth, I prefer slopes from hooks to pins. She's harder across the top line. Another heifer just a little bit more horsepower up front. She's wider through the chest floor, wider all the way through. Then the extreme dairy, clean cut heifer here in fourth, and then a fifth heifer here, and a very, very dairy, sharp heifer. And that's the usually advantage. It takes her over the heifer here in sixth. And I just prefer the way she's handling her feet and legs today. But certainly, once again, really a nice group of heifers, extremely well grown, well-made heifers all the way down. Congratulations.
In the spring yearling heifer class in the red and white ring, class sponsored by Hickory Meat Farms. Entry 8049 was second and first bred known Spun Gold MDU Sea Breeze, exhibited by Dale Indiana Bendig of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Entry 8051 was sixth, 8053 was seventh, 8054 was scratched, 8055, Miss Lucky and Love Red, exhibited by Richard Green, Middletown, Delaware, was class winner. 8056 was scratched. 8057 was fourth. 8058 was fifth. 8059 was eighth. 8060 was ninth. 8062 was scratched. And 8064 was third. We now have the winter yearling heifers in the class. That class is sponsored by Turtle Rock Farm of Shermansdale, Pennsylvania. In the winter yearling heifer class in the red and white ring, third place, entry 8073, Ducat P. Lydia, exhibited by Chris and Jen Hill of MD Hillbrook, Thurmont, Maryland. Second place, entry 8075, Longbrook RL Sweetie Pie, exhibited by Carly Sherwood of Longbrook Farms in Mashopin, Pennsylvania. And winning the class in entry 8068, Glenhill Sturbo Double, exhibited by Laura Emerson of Middletown, Delaware.
Really a nice group of heifers all the way down. Frame heifers, that will be. But for me, it's the first heifer that really once again puts it all together.
Maybe that's too much for
It starts up at her head. What a beautiful
I love the way she's real milky, but she may just too much
all the way
for
down. She's got breed character all the way through. She's very, she's got that combination of strength. But it's her openness to spring to pull the forward her rib that takes her over the big strong heifer coming along here in second. A white heifer, another beautiful frame heifer. A heifer that moves exceptionally well. It's her correctness of feet and legs, just the way she tracks, a little bit cleaner down through the hock. She tracks a little bit nicer from view from behind with the big strong heifer in third. A third heifer, what a frame heifer. Heifer with a tremendous uphill run. That heifer has got so much shoulder and strength through that front end, power all the way through. And that's what she uses in the real frame heifer here. Of course, this small heifer here in third. The length from end to end, the width of power, the width from hooks to pins. But in the street area, you have for here in fourth over pin. It's a quality, clean cut, sharpness all the way through. She wants a little bit more smoothing, the neck, the shoulder to barrel. And I prefer the way she steps down on her foot, cleaner through the hock today than the big strong heifer in the fifth, sixth, and sixth. Once again, tremendous group of heifers here in your yearling class. Congratulations.
The Guernsey Ring, our junior 2-year-old class, has been placed by Judge Chubb. This class is sponsored by the Mercer Northwest Guernsey Breeders Association and Whispering Pine Farms. In third place, entry 3208, Mar Big Tiller J, exhibited by John P. Cussling, Cussling Cattle Company, Batavia, New York. In second place, entry 3217, Walnut Corner Kojak Maya, exhibited by Lindsay Brothers, Walnut Corner Farm, Bismarck, Illinois. And in first place, entry 3192, Snyder's Atlantic Weigh-In, exhibited by Aaron Gable, Snyder Homestead Farm, Enterprise, Pennsylvania.
Well, we got a nice class of junior 2-year-olds to start the cow show off with. I'm going to start off with 2 cows, to me, that does show youthfulness. I love the overall balance and strength to them. They got the nice springer rib and opens the rib, and they got nice youthful udders. I'm going to give my first place cow a little bit more advantage today. She's just a little bit cleaner, a little bit more dairy than my cow in second. My cow in second comes out with a nice banging rib, lots of rib to go with her. And I just like the hard top of this cow over my cow in third. My cow in third, a nice milk cow here that shows lots of milk. Like to maybe smooth her fore udders out a little bit better, and maybe she might show too much milk for a junior 2-year-old for me. But it is that dariness and the width of rear udder that goes over this cow. Just fresh cow here in fourth, a cow that might need another 2 or 3 weeks from now. She might be changing places with the first 2 cows. A beautiful rear uddered cow just needs to get some of that swollen out of her udder to get it a little higher in the class today. A really nice class of junior 2-year-olds here. Poor guy.
8066 was
I mean, she got a good brand.
8067 was 7th. 8068 was Turbo Double. Middletown, Delaware was your class winner.
That's a good calf.
8069 was scratched. 8070 was scratched. 8071 was 6th. 8072 was 8th.
Okay, we got
8073 was 3rd. 8074 was 5th. 8075, Longbrook RL Sweetie Pie, exhibited by Carly Sherwood of Mashopin, Pennsylvania, was 2nd and first red note. 8076 was scratched, 8077 was scratched, and 8078 was scratched. We now have the fall yearling heifers not in milk in the class. The class is sponsored by ADM Alliance Nutrition. Fall yearling heifers, the red and white ranges.
Entering the Guernsey ring currently is the senior 2-year-old class sponsored by Twinbrook Farm and Willowbrook Farm. For those of you marking the catalog, the previous class, the junior 2-year-old, entry 3190 was 4th. Entry 3192, Snyder's Atlantic Wave In, exhibited by Aaron Gable, Snyder Homestead Farm, New Enterprise, Pennsylvania, was 1st with best owned udder, and she was best owned and bred. Entry 3193 was 5th. 3194 was a scratch. 3195 was 11th. 3196 was 8th. 3197 was 13th. 3199, 12th. 3201, 10th. 3202, 6th. 3203, 7th. 3208, 3rd. 3210, 14th. 3215, 9th. 3216 was a scratch. 3217 was 2nd and 2nd best udder. 3219 was 15th. Again, this is the senior 2-year-old class, a sponsored class by Twinbrook Farm and Willowbrook Farm. The results of the fall yearling heifer class, the red white ring, 3rd place, entry 8081, Midas Touch, SD Cora, exhibited by Kristen King of Waddington, New York. 2nd place, entry 8085, Turnpike View, Kimmy, exhibited by Tyler Shaw of Lindenlock Holsteins in Williamsburg, Pennsylvania. And winning the class is entry 8080, Whitdale B, Avenza Sky, exhibited by Chris and Jen Hill, Richard Green and Chad Uppel, Thurmont, Maryland. Judge.
Once again, a really nice group of heifers here in our senior yearling class. Certainly quite a heifer to win the class. A heifer that's got that tremendous uphill run, the style and the balance and the dariness and angularity all the way through. And a heifer that moves on an exceptional set of feet and legs. But she's just more heifer today all the way through from end to end than the heifer here in 2nd. She's harder across the top, just shows a little bit more style today, but certainly another strong, powerful heifer here in 2nd. And the 2nd heifer goes over a 3rd heifer today, just on her advantage of feet and legs. She tracks so much nicer from view from behind. She's a little bit cleaner down through the hog today. She's a little harder across the loin. Certainly a big front-ended heifer here in 3rd, extremely daring or open heifer. Just like the chains, how she's traveled today, handling over her feet and likes to get in the eye. Our 3rd heifer goes over the 4th and 5th heifer, just on her overall natural dariness. She's cleaner and sharper all the way through. She's dwindled down more when you get behind her, cleaner over the hooks, pins, and thurls. Our 4th heifer over the 5th, just how she handles her feet and legs again. Once again, I just prefer the way she tracks all the way through. And our 4th heifer is just so much more heifer today for men and men. Certainly are once again just a tremendous group of heifers here in your fall yearling class. Congratulations.
In the fall yearling heifer class, you're marking your catalog entry 8079, Ripvale Apple Carmen, exhibited by Ripvale Farm of Wellsburg, West Virginia, was 5th. She was first bred known. Entry 8080, Whitdale D, Events the Sky, exhibited by Chris and Jen Hill, Richard Green and Chad Humble, was the class winner. Entry 8081 was 3rd. 8082 was 4th. 8084 was scratched. 8085 was 2nd. We'll now have the selection of our junior champion and reserve junior champion in the red and white ring. While Judge Ryan is making his selection for junior champion, we want to introduce two of the many people that helped to make the red and white show here at Harrisburg a success. Dana Irway, who's been our ring man probably since the inception of the red show here, has been an avid supporter. We thank Dana for all he does, and glad to have him with us again today. The other is Mr. Jake Skinner from Mercersburg. Jake's been a supporter of the show from day one. Jake was recently elected president of the Red and White Association. So anyone with any positive things to say, Jake said talk to him. Glad to have both guys with us today, helping make the Red and White show a success.
If you could, please, let's give all our exhibitors here at the Red and White Heifer Show a really, really nice round of applause. Certainly a tremendous group of heifers have come before us in the last couple hours. Well-made heifers that are in great shape for this time of year, extremely well-grown heifers. Certainly heifers that can definitely obviously handle a lot of competition. For me, I pulled up the 5 heifers here that are certainly my kind, taking nothing away from these heifers, beautiful heifers here behind me and to the right of me. But for me, I pulled out the 5 heifers, in my opinion, that are in contention today for your junior champion of your All-American Red and White Heifer Show here. Your first prize winner calf, a calf with so much style, clean cutness all the way through. Certainly a tough class, a calf that, like I said, in class, a beautiful, clean-cut, sharp calf. This senior calf, a heifer with so much spring and openness to her barrel, a heifer that's exceptionally well-grown, a lot of dairiness and strength. Our first prize summer yearling, a heifer that's so much balance, straightness of lines, a heifer that moves exceptionally well. Our first place winner yearling, a heifer with so much quality, dairiness, clean-cutness all the way through. And our first place senior, like a heifer with so much frame. You love the mass, the size, the scale, the straightness of lines, the combination of both dairiness and strength that she has. Once again, let's give these 5 heifers that are out front here a nice round of applause. I want to congratulate the junior champion, reserve, and honorable mention in that order, and give my reasons. Thank you. Whether you agree with me or not, let's give them one more nice round of applause. Certainly a tremendous group of heifers out here. But the senior yearling, like I said in class, you talk about a heifer that really puts it all together. A heifer with so much frame, so much size and scale and strength and power all the way through. And a heifer that moves exceptionally well. She's just a little bit more motor to me from the front end to the extreme dairy heifer, a little bit more width and power all the way through. But then our winner yearling, certainly a clean-cut dairy heifer. I love the quality this heifer has. And she used her overall natural dairiness to go over our senior calf. That'll be your honorable mention. A heifer that's so much spring and openness and both the forward. Just a tremendous balanced heifer on your senior calf for the honorable mention. Junior champion on your first prize fall yearling. Reserve on your first place winner yearling. Honorable mention junior champion on your first prize senior calf. Once again, congratulations to all the exhibitors. Thank you.
In the Guernsey ring, senior 2-year-old class, this class sponsored by Willowbrook Farm, up as decision, third place, and 30-35, Snyder Alino, considered by Lindsay Brothers, Farm.
We got a nice senior 2-year-old class here. We start the class off with a real nice made cow here. I just love the overall balance and the strength and the dairiness of this cow. And she walks out on a nice set of feet and legs. Then you get to her udder. You just love the veining and the crease. You like to maybe give her a little bit more crease, but you like the width of the udder all the way from one end to the other. The cow in second, boy, you just love the frame. This cow had just a little bit more, a little bit better udder. This cow would be a big time cow here. But you love the frame on her. You love the dairiness and the hard top and the strength of her. You do, and she does have enough bloom of udder today to go over the cow in third. The cow in third, I love this cow from the side view. Very nice dairy cow. She's dairy from one end to the other. You love the four udders on this cow. You get behind her, you just like to see a little bit more udder today. Maybe her udder is maybe just a little bit more quartered a little bit or something, but I love the dairy frame, and there's the dairiness as it takes her over this cow in fourth, the big red cow here in fourth coming out here. You get behind this cow, you like to move their front teats underneath her a little bit, maybe has a tilt to her udder a little bit, but I'm going to give their advantage going over the next cows on down on the overall strength and dairiness, and the top, a little bit harder on the top line with a real nice uddered cow coming out here in fifth here. In fifth, maybe like to clean this cow up a little bit, and maybe a little clean her up, and get a little bit better in that loin today. But a real nice class of 2-year-olds all the way down through the end.
Junior champion selection for the Red and White Show. Junior champion was the first place Paul Yearling, entry 8080, Whitdale D, Events and Sky, exhibit by Chris and Jen Hill, Richard Green, and Jan Uppel of Thurmont, Maryland. The reserve junior champion was the first place winner yearling, entry 8068, Glenneal Sturbo double, exhibit by Laura Emerson of Middletown, Delaware. And winning the honorable mention recognition was the first place all calf, entry 8048, Glad Rag, Mama Wana, exhibited by Chris and Jen Hill, Todd Witter, Jan Uppel, and Glad Rag Farm of Thurmont, Maryland. Now select the junior best 3 females, followed by the dry cows, and then the fall yearling heifer and milk. Entering the Guernsey ring is the Pennsylvania 3-year-old maturity. For those of you marking your catalog, senior 2-year-old class placings were as follows. 3221 was a scratch, 3223 was 8th, 3224 9th, 3225 4th, 3227 scratch, 3228 11th, 3229 12th, 3232 6th, 3235 was 3rd, 3236 was 1st, best owner bred, and also best udder. That was Indian Acres Yogi's Pear Pie ET, exhibited by Ashley Elise Sears of Indian Acres Farm, South Deerfield, Massachusetts. 3238 was 7th, 3239 10th, 3242 was 2nd and 2nd best udder, 3244 was 5th.
Enter junior best 3 here, just one entry. Certainly a tremendous group of heifers here, very, very uniform group. Love the quality, narrowness, and angularity all 3 heifers have. Certainly well deserving of a blue ribbon. Congratulations to the breeders and exhibitors of these 3 fine heifers.
Winning the junior best 3 females class in the Red and White Show is entry number 8086, Maori Homestead Farms of Pennsylvania. Going back to the selection of the junior champion and reserve, the best bred and owned of the junior show in the Red and White ring was entry number 8048, Glad Rag, Mama Wana, exhibited by Chris and Jen Hill, Chad Uppel, Glad Rag Farm, and Todd Witter. The best bred and owned. Winner of the dry cow Tiny Brook Cupid exhibited by Lex.
We got 4 cows out here for the maturity class. We got a really nice winner here. She's just been fresh 10 days. She just needs a little bit more time to milk off and maybe get a little bit more depth of rib to her, but you love the udder on this cow. It's just got a width from one end to the other end. Just love the balance all the way through the cow. Just a really nice made cow. We got veining all over the udder. It's the udder that takes her over the cow in second here. The cow in second, you're a really nice frame cow. Nice, got lots of nice deep rib to her, but might like to see a little bit more height to her udder. To get her over the other cow in front of her. But a real nice, youthful cow here in third. The cow in third, it looks like she might just need the calf 2 or 3 more times, and maybe she'll be around as an aged cow someday. Real nice, youthful cow here. But it is that youthfulness and the dariness that takes her over the cow in fourth here. The cow in fourth just like to snug that udder up just a little bit and get a little higher today.